Hi guys, it's me Christy and I'm here with my Booktube-A-Thon 2017 wrap up. And I was only able to read 2.5 books for this year, but that is a lot more than I got read last year and the year before that. So the first one I finished was Ariel by Sylvia Plath. This one I completed for Finish a Book in a Day. And I guess because it's poetry, that was really easy. So I felt with this one it was like in The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace. It wasn't necessarily the words used but the emotion behind it. And there's an introduction by her daughter talking about the time when she wrote this. This is actually I think this is the finished work and how, like, her last work that was left on her desk before she committed suicide, and this is exactly how she wrote it. It wasn't edited to, no poems were taken out and another replaced, I think. And this was also, some of these have to be read out loud, or some of them make better sense if you read it at a faster pace than a normal poem. But either way, this was a beautiful collection, and I will be going back to it at some point. After that, I decided to pick up Meditations by Marcus Aurelius for read a book about someone who's really different from you. And I picked this because I am not a Roman emperor, and also because it was this was how it was written inside. It looks like poetry, but it's not. It's like first of all, Marcus Aurelius was a philosopher, and he followed in the Stoic teachings. And so, but the time his philosophy of Stoicism came about, it was much more different than the original, at least that's what I read in the introduction. And it's beautiful because he talks here a lot about death and how life is shorter than you realize, and how yeah, like, just, that's it really, just philosophy, and mostly about death because people died really young here, so he just talks about that a lot, mostly. Yeah, I found it to be really good. It's a quick read if you want to read it quickly, but I think this should be read at a leisurely pace rather than the breakneck speed I was trying to read it at. But it was very good, so yeah, I do recommend this one. And last but not least, The Girls by Emma Cline. I only got officially 125 pages in to The Girls by Emma Cline. I don't think this is YA because it's a lot more adult than what I was led to believe. But it's very, like, so far I like it and I'm really drawn in. I just haven't had the time to really sit down and take it all in yet. But when I do, I'm sure I'll finish it quickly because I read this, I'm actually a lot further in than I thought I would be. Despite my hectic schedule. And that's it. I wish I could have read more, but I only really finished these two. And as for the rest of the books that I planned to read was The Magician's Land by Lev Grossman and Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. I didn't get to read them, but I might just continue on with this TBR anyway because that's 5 books and then I can do my wrap up for that. Yeah, I guess that's it for the Booktube-A-Thon 2017 wrap up. I wonder if you guys were able to read more. If you have, what books did you read? Yeah, I guess that's it. So, I mean, if you watched my vlog, you might have noticed that my TBR kept changing because that's how I am as a reader. Like, I can't really have a set TBR because if I do, I'll want to deviate from it because by the end of the book that I'm currently reading, when I get to the end of it, I might feel differently about the next book that I want to read. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. So just to be safe and to not accidentally push myself into a slump, I just did that. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you guys next time.